Hello gamers, Dawn here from NeedtoKnow, taking a quick look at Agatha Knife, a point-and-click with some dark humor by Mango Protocol. It was released on Steam April 27th, 2017 and cost $11.99 USD. Agatha Knife is a weird one, and I mean that in a good way. The premise of the game is that you are a child butcher. You work in a butcher shop with your mother. Your father is nowhere to be found. In typical Disney fashion, you have one parent. And people have stopped coming to the butcher shop for reasons you'll find out later in the game. I'll try to avoid as many spoilers as possible in this quick look. So, you have two problems, actually, that you need to solve. One is the amount of people coming to the butcher shop so you can make money, and the second is that you are friends with the animals you murder, and you murder them with love, I suppose, is the best way to put it. So Agatha wants her animal friends to not be scared, and she also wants her business to be successful. So when her mom takes her to church one day, Agatha meets a man who tells her if she creates her own religion, she can achieve everything she wants to. So what makes a religion? A god, a sacred text, a sanctuary, and last but not least, a martyr. You will have to find these things through the course of the game, and that'll take you about 6 hours, during which you'll meet some quirky, incredibly strange characters. You will do some things that you never think a child would do. You'll hear some dark jokes. You will make light of things like organized religion, of animal abandonment, of childhood obesity, or I guess adulthood obesity as well. And I really appreciate that. I think those of you who have a sense of humor will enjoy the title. Others who are a little bit less satirical may get offended. Now the game isn't all that puzzle heavy, and by that I mean I'm thinking of titles like Broken Age, where maybe you'd have to do a sequence puzzle, where you have to select the correct nodes in line, or like Demetrios the Big Great Cynical Adventure, where you actually had to do mathematical puzzles like in the End Temple. Here, not so much. It's more a logic thing, where you are given a clear-cut thing that you need to do. For example, find the god of your new religion, which is called carnivorism, and you have to get the pieces together. Awesome Sandros, he's your mentor in this creating your own religion thing, will give you hints via a card system, a tarot card. So he'll draw them, he'll tell you figures, and sometimes it's helpful. Other times, not so much. For the most part, however, I found that the game was challenging enough to make me scratch my head, but also easy enough so that I didn't have to seek a guide. The game is based in Agatha's hometown, so you'll go between stores and you'll meet some characters. Not all of them are essential to the plot, of course, but all of them have something to say, and they're usually pretty funny. Within the first 10 minutes, I met this drag queen here, and drag queen prostitute, in fact, and he asked, I am a man, why can't I like women things? The game does cater to the LGBT community in that way, and I feel like it approaches a lot of cultural issues, which I really liked. It wasn't something I was expecting in such a quirky, dark game. It's heavy on the satire. At first glance, the art style may not seem like something special, but there's a lot of attention to detail here. The way characters move, their expressions, the way Agatha breaks the fourth wall and turns towards your computer screen and looks you dead in the eye and comments. It all really works well together. The music is also really good. I found myself stopping in places like this cafe, where you could switch between two tracks, and just listening because they were catchy. The writing is pretty great too. Some of the things this little girl says, she's like the sarcastic demon sister that you never knew you wanted. And I think we all have that sardonic inner voice that says things that we know should not be said in polite company. Agatha says and does them all. You can interact with a lot of objects in Agatha's world. They're not necessarily plot devices, but they are entertaining at least. You see the world through Agatha's eyes, and I think Mango Protocol does a really great job of of characterizing Agatha. She, in the beginning, doesn't know what religion is because it's not something she's encountered. On the other hand, she understands very adult things like financial responsibility and butchering animals. I recommend this title to those with a sense of humor, to those who don't mind little blood and gore, and to those who have that cynical voice within that sometimes they know it's saying something that is wrong with societal standards, but you stick to your guns nonetheless. I'll leave you with a snippet of gameplay. It's somewhere towards the beginning, so no spoilers, but it's a good cross-section of how most of the gameplay works. If you're interested in a formal review, I have one right in the link below. I've been Dawn from NeedtoKnow Gamers. Stay in the know.